interesting UFC run for you so far, 1-1-1. How would you kind of sum up, what you've done here so far?
I'm constantly improving, constantly evolving and growing every fight, and that's how I am as a martial artist. That's how I am in my UFC career. Every fight I get better. Every training camp I get better, and I evolve. And you're about to see the next evolution of the steamroller.
Is it? Obviously you'd rather be 3-0, but you've kind of experienced every side of the coin here. How does that help you, grow and just take lessons away moving forward?
Yeah, like you said, I know what it tastes like to lose. I know what it tastes like to win, and I know what it tastes like to have a draw. So I'm prepared for any outcome, and the next outcome I see is a finish.
What did you make of this matchup when they came to you? Was Luis someone on your radar at all?
Yeah, he was definitely on my radar. I wanted this fight. He's good. He's a great martial artist. He's good striking, good wrestling. Good jiu-jitsu. But I think he's got a lot of hype, and I think he's a guy that I can definitely beat. And it's a fight I wanted to derail another hype train.
Yeah, that's kind of a position you put in, calmly in this UFC run. You relish that, obviously.
Definitely. I love being the underdog. I love when people doubt me and proving them wrong. And I'm about to do it again Saturday night.
Yeah, what's it? Obviously he's a pretty tall guy for this weight class. What's it like fighting someone like that? And how does it change your preparation? I just fought a 6'3" southpaw in Jalen Turner, so I'm getting pretty good at beating up these tall, skinny guys. So, he's got the reach. He's a southpaw. It's not like my first choice to want to fight a 6'3" guy with all that reach. But like I said, I just did a whole training camp getting ready for a tall southpaw, so it was nothing new, and I'm getting good at beating these guys up. So. Do you think he uses his length? A different style from Jalen, but do you think he uses his size and length as effectively?
He's got straight shots. He puts his combos together well. And I think he can wrestle a little bit better than Jalen. But he's also got a smaller frame. I think he's got a smaller reach than Jalen. But I'm not going to have any trouble finding his chin, so it's going to be fun.
When you verse these taller guys, do you feel like you have a strength advantage just because you're shorter and you get to pack on more mass?
Yeah, definitely. I've never fought a guy that I felt is stronger than me. I'm always pushing the pace. I'm always backing him up into the cage and looking to grind him out and use my well-rounded martial arts with my wrestling, my striking, my Muay Thai, my jiu-jitsu, and then just my cage grind. I think the cage work is definitely an overlooked part of MMA, and I'm pretty strong there. I've been learning from Aljamain Sterling, and he's one of the best cage grinders out there. I'm ready.
Do you like that trade-off of giving up the height and length, for strength?
Yeah, like I said before, it's not my first choice to fight a 6'3" southpaw, but I'm getting good at it, and it'll be fun after I beat this guy up to fight a guy my size.
And you're out in Long Island, right?
Yeah, born and raised Long Island.
But you went to school here in Tampa.
I did.
That's right.
I graduated from the University of Tampa, and I actually walked and got my diploma at the Amalie Arena, so it'd be cool to go back there.
Yeah, what's that like? You got your diploma there, and now you're coming back years later, but the fight.
It's awesome. I had my whole amateur career out of Tampa, training under Matt Arroyo at Gracie Tampa South, and I had the beginning of my professional career in Tampa. So as soon as the UFC said they were coming back to Tampa, I knew I had to get on this. This is my second home here, and I'm honored to go out here and put on an amazing performance for these Tampa people that are my own.
When's the last time you went to Tampa?
Well, I finished this fight camp here, so I've been in Tampa for about 2 weeks, and then every fight camp I come down here and do about a week or two down in Tampa. So I'm coming down to Tampa probably like every 3-4 months, at least one.
So this is almost like a home turf for you.
Yeah. My mom lives up here too, so I'm always coming down to see her. So,
I come down here, see her. I train at Grace Tampa South, enjoy the sun. You know, it's always nice to get down here when it's winter time up there. So this is definitely my second home, and I'm pumped to go out there and fight.
Obviously, getting to the UFC is like one of the most fighters aspire to do that. Does it put things into perspective, the fact that you did your amateur career here and here you are, returning, but in the UFC?
Yeah, it really does. Being fighting as an amateur here in some pretty not very nice venues, and now being able to fight at Amalie Arena, it doesn't get bigger than that in Tampa. I had my pro debut at the Sun Dome, which was a real big fight for me, and now to be able to fight at Amalie Arena as well. Those are the two biggest spots in Tampa to fight at, so it's pretty awesome.
Can you talk a little,
No, go ahead.
Can you talk a little bit about what camp has been like for you, considering that so many heavy hitters over at Serra-Longo are preparing for fights? You had Al last week, and now you have Chris Weidman coming up. So what has that been like?
The atmosphere has been amazing. The Serra-Longo team, everyone's always helping each other. I got a bunch of amazing sparring sessions in with Al. We were banging it out on Sundays. Me and him, big gloves, headgear, shin guards, feet to floor rounds, with Longo watching and coaching on Sundays, and that's been our thing for the last couple weekends. And then Weidman's in there working hard as well. It's a great atmosphere with being in fight camp with these guys, and it was a tough fight for Al, but he'll be back. He's a beast. And I'm looking to go out there and get the momentum back for the team, and then Weidman's going to handle his business in Boston.
Are you going to be cage side for UFC Boston?
I'm going to try to be.
You mentioned teammate Al Iaquinta. You're very close with him now, training all the time. He's your sparring partner. Would it be safe to say with his two-fight skid that he's on, he's got a chip on his shoulder, maybe a little bit more fire behind him right now?
Al's always got a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to go. He's a fighter through and through. And he's gonna dust that loss off and get back to work and put on a great performance and get back to his winning ways in the next one.
You guys are in the same division. You ever discussed what would happen if you guys became number 1 and 2 at the same time or anything like that?
It hasn't came up, but that'd be ideal. That'd be ideal. Man.
Would you consider fighting him for if it was for title contention or for something like that?
Yeah, he'll get the belt. I'll stay beat up everyone else, and then once he retires, I'll get the belt. Something like that. We fight all the time, so you want to come watch a sparring session, you can come by the Serra-Longo.
You and Luis Pena both known for getting into wars. Definitely, would you say that for yourself? Are you going to start to maybe try to get away from that a little bit to try to maybe find that path to the top of the division, maybe smarter fights and stuff like that?
I fight how I fight. I'm a calculated killer out there. Every fight I'm improving and getting more dialed in and controlling that killer and being more calculated. So I don't see that happen. I think every time I step in there, it's going to be an entertaining fight, and I'm looking to finish them. And I, from bell to bell, there's no feeling out process with me. I'm going out there trying to take him out, and that's how I fight.
He's obviously not going to give it up very easily. Are you expecting possibly to get into deep water with him Saturday?
Oh yeah, I'm prepared for that. I hope that he's put in a great training camp and that we could put on an amazing fight. And I would ideally like to beat him up for 2 rounds and get a nice finish in the third. That'd be cool.
Great suit.
Yeah.
Are you wearing somebody specific?
Yeah, this is a Bespoke Co. right in Tampa, actually. A nice new sponsor. They hooked me up with a little custom suit, so it's very nice.
Matt, born and raised in Seattle, man, so I could kind of stand up real quick.
There you go.
How inspiring is it, growing up wanting to be a fighter and to see, I always remember the Sarah win over GSP and then Weidman beating Anderson. What were some of the inspirational moments for you from guys that grew up on the island to be where you are at today?
You just said it right there. When Matt Serra knocked out GSP, it didn't get bigger than that at the time. And then Weidman taking out fucking Anderson. Taking out Anderson Silva. That was huge.
And then, you know, whenever, you know, I was going to school in Tampa, and I would come back, being able to train alongside, you know, Aljamain Sterling, Ali Quinta, and like Merab, and watching these guys, and now living up there and being able to call these guys teammates is inspiring. And sometimes, you know, and now they got my picture up on that wall. And like I look up there, and I remember when I first moved back, I would look at all those pictures of those Long Island legends, and I would be jumping rope saying, you know, I'm going to be up there. And now I'm up there, and now I look at that wall and I see a picture of Weidman with the belt and Sarah with the belt, and now I see myself with the belt up there on that wall eventually. So it's inspiring training with these guys.